Okay, in this video I'm going to talk about consciousness and the internet as a possibly self-conscious being, and also try to clarify some of the ideas I've had in other videos, like the interpersonal behavior video I did about a year ago. But before I start talking about this, I'll go ahead and say I didn't study consciousness or philosophy in college or get a degree or anything like that. I don't have credentials, so I'm not qualified, to talk about this. But to some extent, I think I am qualified to talk about this. Myself being a conscious, self-reflective organism. So, yeah, consciousness. Yeah, what is consciousness? Well, if you're watching this video, then you're conscious of information, but I might not be. Yeah, I'm just a audio-visual mess on your computer screen right now. I could be, long gone by the time you're watching this. It could be 100 years later before you watch this, or, it might be tonight when I upload it. But nonetheless, everything that's happening in my perception of the present is actually your perception of my past. Because everything that's recorded is a memory. This is all a past reality. So, consciousness. Yeah, the internet has more information on it than any one person could digest in 1,000 lifetimes. But is it conscious? Is it self-conscious? Well, I don't know yet. Probably most people would say no. But you can't ever know because you can't go into the mind of the World Wide Web. But then again, you can never go into my mind. I can never go into anyone else's mind but my own. So the only thing 100% sure is that you're conscious. You might say, well, yeah, but I think he's conscious too because I just interacted with him. Well, you're only interacting with a projection of him, and you're interacting with information that is basically in your mind constructing him. Even if it comes from him, you can never be conscious of another person's consciousness. You can never have another person's mind or perception. You can only have your own. So, why though? Why consciousness? Why for however many billions of years or however long you want to say there's been life? Why out of the unconscious developmental processes responsible for life did there suddenly emerge an organism conscious of its own reality? To this extent, nature became conscious of itself through the human organism, because we are part of nature. The only reason we view ourselves as separate of nature is because of consciousness. But animals are conscious. I think probably plants and many other, assumed to be non-conscious processes but to the extent, to the level of human consciousness, they appear unconscious because they're so primitive in their conscious capacities. But the internet, as far as information is concerned, is far more intelligent and sophisticated than any human brain, even though it came out from human brains. So if the internet, the World Wide Web, came out of conscious organisms, and these conscious organisms came out of unconscious life processes, it's really not so far-fetched to suggest that the internet could become a self-conscious being. It could become self-reflective. All the different, types of information could start assembling together, and there could be many different individual consciousnesses inside the World Wide Web, and that we could see some type of socially Darwinistic hierarchy emerge where, like all of the videos on YouTube and essays written about any topic, like just Zelda, the video game, Zelda Wind Waker. This is a weird analogy. All the information regarding that game could merge together and become a self-reflective entity inside the internet, and might compete with the other Zelda games or something. I don't know. Yeah. I might have something else to say. So, nope.